seems as though when you make a commitment to another person to do something,
Yes.
that it is a lot easier to hold to that commitment and to keep that commitment than when you make a commitment to yourself to do something. It is a lot easier to procrastinate it or put it off or just never do it at all.
Yes. And it's a good question. See, most of us live life for ourselves. You know, when you think of yourself, you shrink your consciousness. You become limited. When you become limited, you have limited supply of energy. So you feel more stress. Okay? You have less energy. You get depleted easily. But when you live for someone, like say husband and wife, and children, husband, wife, children and grandchildren, then beyond that the society, when you think of others, you get more energy. So really we are indoctrinated to be strong for ourselves. Get somebody before somebody gets you. That kind of philosophy instead of sacrificing. So do for someone and you will grow. But it should be taken wisely so you don't extend yourself. Because extending yourself many times, like being like a peach, you are encouraging weakness in the people. Suppose if I taught class for free or gave away everything for free, I would make them weak. If somebody says, I don't have money, I want to come, I do that. I tried that and people don't even keep up their appointment. I'm making them weaker by giving too much. So we have to be wise. But when we think of others, then we gain more. Now question comes, what can I give? I don't have lots of money. I don't have so much to give. What can I give? It is not the giving, external thing. It is opening the heart, expanding the consciousness. Just simple prayer. And in yoga philosophy, there is one good prayer, that I will play, that done all the time. Sarvetra sukhina santo, sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashantu, ma kaschid dukham apnuyat. Sarve santo niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashantu, ma kaschid dukham apnuyat. This is a standard prayer. Sarvetra sukhina bhavatu. Let everyone be happy. Sarve santu niramaya. Let everyone be healthy. And there be no suffering in the world. So this is what we can give. Not that giving. When we give someone, help someone, we build up subtle ego. I gave this donation. I did this for someone. But in prayer, you open your heart. And this is really relieve us. So really, if somebody wants to do healing, I say, most of the problem comes from hoarding. So I put this analogy, I put in the book, on a Facebook also. Just like constipation is the cause of physical ailments, because all the impurities stay within, contaminates your body, and creates all the problem. This is what nutritionists tell us, or naturopaths tell us. Same way, greed and hoarding is just like constipation of energy that creates all the problems. So many people I advise, give away all the surplus. Don't hang on to anything. Any surplus, you share and you become healthy. So this is the idea. Sharing. Sharing is not external, but opening your heart. You have nothing. You pray. You make somebody happy. Smile. That is greater giving. if you have a piece of loaf, one piece, and you share half of it, you have given 50% of charity. And you have billion and you give several million, you give fraction of the charity. Okay, so it's not the quantity, but the open. And that makes us happy. So if you do this prayer, Sarvetra Sukhina, let everyone be happy. Patanjali says, in this says, there are 4 kind of people in the world. Happy, unhappy, virtuous, and wicked. And he gives advice. I put it in the book, the translation. Happy people rejoice them. Happy people join along. Somebody is successful, feel my own family member has succeeded. Unhappy people just like have compassion for them. Because people are unhappy, people get upset. There are all kind of suffering and people suffer because others suffer. When they're suffering, be detached and be more compassionate. Virtuous people gain spiritual wisdom. And wicked people, guess what? What do you need to do with wicked people?
You better pray for them.
Ignore them and be indifferent to them. You try to avoid, because they're so wicked. You try to help them, they will pull you down. So that people you avoid. So that is the message.